A warm welcome to you, beautiful souls, and to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below, so let us begin our Divine Masculine channeled message. Angels, what do you wish for the beautiful souls to know concerning their Divine Masculine? The first card we have here is Food, Inspiration Board, Casting Spells, and we have Committed. Okay, food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing, preparing this food. Okay, so this could mean that your Divine Masculine is taking in making better choices for their body. Food, to me, in my mind, equals fuel. So we had in the DM to DF message about goodbye karmic energy. So what I'm taking from this is that the Divine Masculine is making choices that are in alignment with what they know is best for them. And they are now consuming and focusing on that which gives them the proper nourishment and nutrients they need. And they could be making better, dietary choices. But that's how I'm seeing that. And there's also a hunger. They hunger for you, Divine Feminine. And you give to them the nutrition that they require. You are the sustenance of their soul. And it also says about, gratitude. And they are, they are grateful for their thoughts of you and grateful for the profound and life-changing decisions that they have made. Yeah, we see that with Inspiration Board here. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. So once again, the Divine Masculine is focused on love. They know they can do it, as it says there. They're the rainbow, so they're blessed. They know that they're protected. The little sticky notes, they're reminded of, what they are prioritizing. The plant, symbolizing that they've grown. They've come a long way. The pictures in the rainbow, the memories of you, Divine Feminine, and the artwork, again, pictures. That looks like a picture of someone and someone else. So memories of you and the love they feel for you. And they may have actually created an inspiration board or a vision board, but they are inspired and driven. And they're focused on their goal, casting spells. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others, through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. And this is beautiful, beautiful souls, because in my previous videos, I have spoken about the power of choosing words that are in alignment with your vision and beautiful words, as opposed to curse words that are so prevalent in today's society, used and overused and just not helpful for anyone at all. That's just me imparting my wisdom to you. You can take that as you see fit, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am a very strong advocate for speaking in a manner without cursing, even if you're frustrated or upset. So that is the wisdom that I impart, because to me those words are not godly, they are demonic, and they are crude and vulgar, and they lower the vibration. And though you can say that you're assigning those words a different meaning, those words originate from a negative source. That's why we call them curse words, and words do have power. Though it just says here, words that you speak. So I feel like the divine masculine may be cleaning up their speech. That was just a little side note for those that resonate. I firmly believe, and this is what I firmly stand by, so I'm speaking my truth here, and if anyone resonates or benefits from this, maybe you've never heard this before, or maybe you have, but I feel that when we use words that are not curse words, I feel that we create more positive speaking circumstances, more positive speech, and more positive communication habits, yes. But this is the divine masculine knowing the power of their voice, knowing that what they say, they create more of. And your divine masculine is shifting from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, from complaint to gratitude. There's a sense of honoring their life, honoring their choices. And they may have said something to someone or to you, divine feminine, in the past that was not healthy, or they spoke in a way that was not healthy. But what I'm seeing here is that they know, they have an understanding that that was not healthy speech or communication. And they realize that words are also fuel, and that the words they listen to are also fuel, such as through music or, movies, TV shows, books. They realize that, if something that they are reading or watching does not feel good or is not in alignment with their vision, that must go. So I'm really seeing that they are taking control of their voice, because they know that they have a choice in every moment. And this does not mean that, you judge, mistakes when they arise, because when you make changes, you may revert or experience recidivism, which means reverting temporarily back to a previous state. They may experience recidivism. They may experience moments when they slip back into the old habit. But once again, it's more about majority rules and not about being perfect, because the more that you stay committed, beautiful soul, the more that the divine masculine stays committed, and this applies to you as well, divine feminine. The more that you stay committed, the more you keep repeating the actions that you decided to take that are in alignment with your vision. So if you commit to speaking more beautifully, to using different words, even if you fall back, even if you experience recidivism, even if you go backwards, you will go forward again. And over time, you will experience less of falling back into that old habit, because what you're doing is you're breaking down the old habit with a new habit. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind. So that's what the divine masculine is doing as well. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential, even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires. I know they have vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. So the divine masculine may have indeed a list of goals, they may have a vision board, but this really represents, this is metaphorical for their decision to commit, because this is the divine masculine message, and once again connected to you, divine feminine, that's why you're here. They are committed to these positive changes. They are committed to themselves, which means that then they are committed to you, because if they choose themselves, then they're going to choose you, because they're in alignment then with their highest timeline, their highest vibration in divine feminine. You are a part of that. You are in their highest timeline and their highest vibration. You are their highest vibrational match. And they know that even if they may not see this, and this goes for you too, divine feminine, even if you can't see your desires manifested in this very moment, if you stay committed and you keep repeating your affirmations and you keep performing the actions that are in alignment with your vision, in other words, you commit to what you are doing, you are going to shift that subconscious. And once those subconscious blocks have been removed, and the subconscious now operates from a new program, because that's what you're doing, is you're reprogramming your subconscious mind, you're reprogramming your brain, then those manifestations will happen. To me, that is divine timing. You are breaking through the barriers and the blocks. And once you remove enough of those, it doesn't have to be perfect, but once you remove enough of those, it's as a car driving on a roadway that is blocked. If it's blocked, the car can't move forward, but if you remove enough of the blocks, then the car can pass through. So that is what I'm taking from that. Okay. Actually, the angels are saying to use this card deck next. What other messages do we have for the divine masculine energy? The Star card. Beautiful. The Fool. Major arcana here, so the divine really with them, a sense of divine energy. Ace of Swords. Again, with that commitment, with the Ace of Swords, the determination, the power, the drive, the willpower, the will to do this. Committed. Firm and determined, your divine masculine stands, and they are ready for this new beginning. They know they must step outside of their comfort zone. And, you know, the leap of faith in the dog represents loyalty. They are loyal to you, divine feminine. They are loyal to their vision. They are loyal to themselves. And this represents, too, again, that they are leaving the past behind them and karmic energies behind them. And they are ready to jump into the unknown. They are moving past the threshold of fear into an exciting new timeline. And that is beautiful, because they are stepping outside of their comfort zone. And when you step outside of your comfort zone, beautiful soul, that's not to say that you can't ever be comfortable. Comfort is a beautiful thing. But as always, we must find the balance. If we are always comfortable, then we stagnate. So we have to move outside of our comfort zone, but this is good because it means that we can grow. And this doesn't mean that you go and do something that is completely uncomfortable to your spirit, that you do not desire to do. No, this means that when you feel that fear, and fear is false evidence appearing real, as Ralph Smart says from Infinite Waters, when you feel that fear, it's an indication that you truly desire to do something, or that you would like to align with something, but the fear is holding you back out of a self-preservation, to preserve you, self-preservation. But we must cross that threshold of fear, and that takes great courage and great strength. Archangel Ariel is here, and so is Archangel Michael with the divine masculine, giving them the strength and the will to take that leap. And they're traveling light. The stick with the little satchel there represents that, you know, they've left behind a lot. I know when I channeled the DM to DF message, I channeled that I saw a divine masculine tossing and walking around a room. This is just what I see. This could be just, you know, symbolic, or it could have been literal. There could have been a divine masculine that was actually going around the room very fast-paced and making very quick decisions. They knew in their heart what they had to let go of. And they were tossing those items into the garbage, or preparing those items, if they could, for donation. So they are traveling lightly, because they know when they empty that cup that they can fill that cup up then with the things that are in alignment with their heart space. And the flower and the feather, so they're being divinely guided with the feather. The sun is there lighting their way. I feel Archangel Uriel is there guiding them. The flower represents that they have pure intentions. In other words, they are following their heart, and pure intentions mean that they are authentic to them. And this flower, I'm also seeing that is a gift for you, their commitment, their devotion to you. And we see with the star card here, again, they're focused on their dreams. So I'm reading this in reverse with this one. That's beautiful. The angels are saying just do what feels appropriate. So they've got the will. They're going to take that leap of faith. They're crossing the threshold of fear, and they're following their dreams, because that's what lies when this individual jumps off that cliff. They know that they've been told, well, that seems scary. Your divine masculine may have been told that they could not do something. The divine masculine is going to do it anyway, because when they jump off, the truth is that they will be guided by angels. They will be guided by the divine. They will be lifted up, and the wings will carry them to where they need to go. They won't fall and hit the ground. They are jumping off right into the pool of dreams. So when they jump, they'll actually land in a pool of water, or they'll be carried by angels into their dream life. And what lies too beyond the threshold of fear is you, divine feminine, because I'm seeing the feminine figure here as you, divine feminine. You are their dream, and you inspire them. And the star card also talks about authenticity. Again, they are jumping into the timeline, into their highest timeline. Yes, thank you, angels. The finishing touches for this beautiful divine masculine message, angels. Thank you, angels. Wildling with the owl. Again, I'm feeling Thoth energy. Thoth can be represented by the owl as well as the ibis. Forgive. Follow the leader. Okay. And that's right above the Ace of Swords, the follow the leader. Influence, inspire, collective healing. So I feel with follow the leader, this is them following themselves. They are the leader. They realize that they are the power, and that they have the power to heal that collective energy, that energy that had built up, that they have the ability to let that go and to move forward. And this is also saying, divine feminine, that they follow your energy. You are the lighthouse that they follow. You inspire them, and you have influenced them to become their best version. Thank you. I was waiting for the camera to clear. That was a little distracting. So once again, if there's a distraction, they're going, or if they experience recidivism, if they experience a moment where they fall back into a particular habit for a moment, they're going to realign by continually practicing the new habit. And that's what you do in order to create the new habits, the new shifts in the subconscious. You don't give up, you persist. Remember, it's more about majority rules. If the majority of your time is spent thinking and speaking and doing things that are in alignment with your heart space, then you will cultivate that. You will grow that in your garden. And I'm seeing those as doves following peace. They are choosing peace. They are following peace. And in the deep forest, and it appears to be nighttime. So in those times when they are alone or solitude, they tap into their leadership abilities. They tap into that emperor energy, and they become inspired. And they can remember their commitments. They listen to the stillness of the forest. The forest is metaphorical for that going within. 7 energy. Going deep within and assessing the situation. And when they go deep within too, when they have space to themselves, then they can heal. Again, emptying that cup. Because when you empty that cup, you can fill it up then with the good things. With wonderful things, beautiful soul. Forgiveness, compassion, healing, forgive. They're forgiving this journey. It's right above the Fool card. The Fool can, obviously represents a journey. They're forgiving the journey thus far. They're letting go. Forgiveness is really just another way of saying letting go. Having compassion for yourself. Having compassion for those involved. Doesn't mean that you must reassociate with an energy that was previously involved. No. If you don't feel in alignment with that, it's okay to let it go, but it means that you don't have all this harshness surrounding that keeps you from moving forward. Unforgiveness was, I'm seeing here, a blockage for the divine masculine previously. And it's taken a while to heal this. This is, I feel, a very long, this has been a very long journey, and this was something that is a very old energy, stemming from childhood. I'm hearing could have been childhood trauma, or childhood wound, or, their guardian or parental energy that they needed to forgive, or something to do with the family line. And this is also about, too, that they had trouble forgiving themselves for their previous mistakes. But as Liz says from a beautiful channel called Guided by Angels, mistakes are just lessons leading to blessings. Again, with the 8 energy, we have 23 there. 23 could be significant to you. That's the energy of 5. Again, they're choosing that change and setting themselves free. 5 is all about adventure too, so 5 means stepping outside the comfort zone, and you have to in order to be free, because if you don't, you'll stay in the cage, you'll stay within a certain, you'll stay enclosed, yes, there we go, and you won't step outside. So this is also represents that the divine masculine is opening up their heart. And again, I see those as doves, and this is the horse, beautiful white horse, setting themselves free. Horse energy, too, represents wild energy, driven energy, allowing themselves to just do, run free. And when they forgive, and because when you forgive, you empty that cup, then they can run free. And that white energy represents the purity of their intentions. Wildling, untamed, wild, free, and we see that here. So when they take responsibility and they follow the leader, they follow their heart, they follow your light, divine feminine. And this could also be you, divine feminine, you follow their light as well. I believe that, you follow each other. and you're inspired by each other. But your heart, your own inner guide, is always your leader. And the angels are there to layer on top of that. They are not the core. No entity outside of you is the core. You are the core, along with source energy, along with God, a divine covenant with God. All your guides and ancestors and beings and everything else, and everyone else and everything else, yes, layer on top of your own inner knowing, and they help to contribute and to enrich your own inner understanding. Yes, I feel that deep in my spirit. They enrich your already present understanding. And the divine is helping to show the divine masculine their heart leading the way. They are being guided by angels, truly, and guided by their heart. And then they experience that forgiveness, and then they set themselves free. They become wild, untamed, passionate. The horse can represent passion, following the promptings of the soul. We see that with the moonlight. The moon represents the soul. The moon in astrology is the deepest part of yourself, the part that sometimes we keep concealed in public, the part that we reveal when we feel safe. It's an intimate part, the most intimate part of ourselves. And the angels are encouraging the divine masculine to reveal those parts of themselves. They are allowing themselves to be vulnerable. The moon represents vulnerability. I feel Thoth is present with the divine masculine. And Thoth is guiding the divine masculine into the inner knowing within themselves. And their ability to communicate from the heart. And Thoth, and I feel like I'm speaking a little slower now, Thoth is saying it's okay to go slow. I feel like there's a sense of going quick and then going slow, going quick and going slow. And I feel the divine masculine balancing and going in and out between those energies, balancing those energies and experiencing both energies. Again, with the stillness of the night too. And I do feel that this divine masculine may have a good cry as well. I'm seeing tears. I heard the word tears. But these are also tears of joy. These are tears of release, releasing anything, because when you do remove objects from your space, or anything for that matter, or decide that, certain people are not going to be present in your life, or you let go of a job, or you let go of something, you can experience tears because you're releasing that. You're releasing that energy because you had an energetic, etheric cord that was connected to that energy. And when you release and let that go, you sever that etheric cord. And then your body will experience certain ways of release. You may feel certain emotions come up. And the angels are saying to pay attention to those emotions because they are there to be embraced and to be set free. And you can always call upon Archangel Zadkiel if you so desire to assist you in feeling any feelings that you need to feel, and then setting those feelings free so that you can transmute those feelings into something more in alignment with your heart space. And Archangel Zadkiel is the divine alchemist of the archangels. And he works very closely with Saint Germain in the violet flame. You can always visualize being immersed in a violet flame And this violet flame is a flame of the heart space, a very highly divine flame. And we can see violet energy here. I feel violet is one of the colors along with white. I'm seeing pink and gold. Violet connected to the divine, connected to the heart of source is what I'm hearing. Alright, so that is the divine masculine message that I had for you today, beautiful souls. If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. All these help the algorithm. Click the notification bell for future updates if you wish to stay in the know. And I love you and cherish you. The angels love you and cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.